Hi, I'm Hedgeye's founder and CEO, Keith McCullough. Good news, the Hedgeye Investing Summit is back. We're super excited about this one as always. The first week of October, I'll be hosting in-depth conversations with the smartest minds in investing. Some of my favorite people like Liz Ann Saunders, Kyle Bass, and Grant Williams, just to name a few. We'll be discussing the big stuff, the big trends impacting markets in the days, weeks, and months to come. You don't want to miss this one. Registration's free. How good's that? You won't hear pro-to-pro conversations like this anywhere else, anytime. The easiest thing to see is what you would have expected. The hardest thing to see is that, that actual change. I mean, you and I having this discussion, I think, is part of that change. But, what's sad and pathetic is that, like, when I see Kaplan, Rosengren, Clarita, whatever, it's just like, yeah, to your point, it's not, maybe it isn't about these people, but it's what they, you would have expected them to be able to get away with. And I don't know if they're so upset. I mean, the thing that actually, as a person, I don't know the guy, so I don't hate on people, but Kaplan was a senior executive at Goldman Sachs, and he didn't even say I'm sorry about it. I mean, with my Canadian accent or not, there's no accountability at that level either. I think he said that he was distracted.
Yeah. Or that his trading, his actions could be a distraction, right? To the noble, yeah, right? But see that, Keith, that's part of it, right? I mean, it's why I often describe our leaders today, and I don't just mean political leaders or Fed leaders or the like, as high-functioning sociopaths. And what I mean by that, I mean that in the critical sense, in the sense of pejorative or the like. I mean it in a purely clinical sense, right? The people who do this, they don't think they're doing anything wrong. Right. These are the rules as they see them, as they understand them, and so why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they? And it is something that I think, again, is much more pervasive than a few bad eggs, right? It is a system that rewards sociopathy, frankly. It's a system that rewards the ability to compartmentalize so that you can tell yourself and believe what you're telling yourself that this is fine.
Yeah.
That it's perfectly fine to, day trade E-minis at $1 million a pop when you're, a member of the FOMC, or Eric Rosengren saying, yeah, I'm going to day trade mortgage REITs. I'm going to trade in and out of mortgage REITs when my organization is the one that is determining in, almost exclusively, right, the performance of mortgage REITs. So, it's the sort of thing, and I think this is what gets people, this is what frankly makes me angry. And what needs to be burned down is that in the same way that they can say with a straight face and tell themselves that, oh no, this is perfectly above board, I didn't break any rules. A junior analyst at Citi who traded her PA, her personal account, in the same way that Rosengren or Kaplan traded their personal accounts, she'd be fired.
Yeah,
fired
immediately.
And blackballed from the industry, right? I mean, you can't have a black mark against your name in your records, right? If you're some registered person in financial services, you'll never work again. And yet these guys is like, all right, I'll retire for health reasons, Rosengren, or Kaplan is, well, I'm sorry, I was a distraction. I'll go back to day trading my, millions. And look, I'm all for people being rich. I really am. I'm a capitalist. I want to be rich. I want us all to be rich. Trade your freaking account after you're in government, not while you're there setting the policy. But look, it's true everywhere, right? It's true for not-for-profits. It's certainly true for, look at our current Treasury Secretary. She took $800,000 from Citadel alone, and we should get back to Citadel and Ken Griffin and Robinhood and the like, right? She took $800,000 for 3 speeches, from Citadel between the time when she was Fed chair and when she was named Treasury Secretary. I mean, again, look, you want to cash in? Again, more power to you, right? You know, Ben Bernanke is getting whatever millions he's getting a year from Citadel. You know, God bless, right? But you can't both be in government. You can't both be the regulator and taking money, vast sums of money, from the people you're regulating. It offends me, right? The mendacity behind it, and then to say, oh no, it's all fine, it's all good.
Yeah, it's like, and it gets right. That part, that last part, which you hit on multiple times, I think that's what really pisses people off. I mean, they sadly expect that, but when they see it, they're like, yeah, of course. But it's the guilty have no guilt. I mean, the CNBC didn't say one fucking word about this, like, for real. Like, I mean, Steve Leisman toes around like whatever with all these guys at the Fed and gals at the Fed and in government, and they don't say anything because they cut off their access to the only, I don't know if that's the only content they have. They feel like that is the most valuable, that they cannot, the journalist side of it, it's terrible. I mean, and it's not just CNBC, it's Bloomberg, it's, you know, they're not willing to hold these guys to account. Hey there, Hedgeye Nation, or if you're not part of Hedgeye Nation, thanks for watching Hedgeye on YouTube. If you haven't already, make sure to click on the button below there. Subscribe to our YouTube page. You can also follow the link in the description to our website to get even more great investing content.